Clara, sorry. I think I left your passport in the trash. Where are you now? I'm on the bus, about to arrive at the airport. Trash? That means you didn't forget it. You threw it away. You said you didn't want anyone to forget their passports. You said that you would take care of the passports for all of us, and that you would remember to bring them with you. Yes, I did say that, but if I forgot something, there's nothing I can do. Are you saying you only forgot my passport, and you left it in the trash? No matter how you look at it, you're harassing me. It doesn't matter what you think. You can't go to Mexico without your passport. Just go home and stay there. Your house is a mess anyway, isn't it? I wonder why Sebastian married a woman who can't even do the housework. I don't even know what you're good for. I'll just buy you a sombrero as a souvenir. Your house better be clean when we get back. I'll pass on the souvenir. I'm going home now, but be warned. You're gonna regret this later. I won't forgive you for what you did to me this time. Oh, I'm so scared. How can I have any regrets? I'm really looking forward to our trip to Mexico. Just family. I knew it was on purpose. What? What are you talking about? I've known for a while that you hate me. I also knew that you didn't want to take me on the trip. If that's the case, you shouldn't have bothered with these tricks from the start. Why didn't you just invite only your son? You really are an idiot. What if I do that and my son hates me? You are aware that you're doing something that will make him hate you, aren't you? You aren't very cute. That's why I hate you. It's fine if you don't like me. If I didn't have to deal with you annoying me all the time, I'd be more grateful if you just hated me. Oh, you're a pain in the neck. Oh well, I'll forget about you and enjoy my trip to Mexico. Why don't you go home and cry by yourself? I'm not going to waste any more time on you, okay? It's been a while since I've been to the airport, so I want to see everything. See you later. Sebastian, you were right. I just got a call from your mother that she threw my passport in the trash. I was heading to the airport too, but I'm just going to go back home. I knew she was up to something when she said she'd take care of all our passports. That's why you and I prepared this time. I didn't think she would really try to prevent you from going on the trip. And to throw it in the trash, even though she's my mother, she's pathetic. Clara, I'm really sorry about all this. Don't worry about it. Now we can just go ahead with our plan. Your mother, I guess she didn't notice at all that I gave her an expired passport. Yeah, Mom's hardly ever traveled abroad, and she's so excited about it, she didn't even check. Well, even if I were her, I wouldn't have checked to see if it was expired. But Sebastian, are you sure about this? Yeah, of course, I'm sure. This was my mom's last chance. Mom doesn't know anything about it, and she's just getting ready for the trip. She's floating around, you know? I really feel sorry for her. Well, where are you now? Aren't you with your mother? I'm alone at the airport cafe because I wanted to work for a bit. I was waiting to hear from you, but it would be a pain in the neck if she was around. Well, she seems to be walking around the airport all excited. I'm sure she's not worried about me. I see. She also told me that she hasn't been to the airport in a while and wanted to look around. How can she say that, after she left you behind and everything? Well, that's enough. You only have a few more days with your mom. Have fun on your trip. Thank you. Take care of my sister. Yeah, I'll take care of her. We'll head to LA first and wait for you. Yeah, I'll be on my way after the trip. Take care. Yeah, you take care too, Clara. Clara, Mexico was really great. It's so sad that you couldn't come to such a great place. We went to the beach in the morning and laid in the sun. The food was delicious, and I can't say enough about it. I feel a little bit sorry that I left your passport in the trash. But in the end, it turned out to be a great decision. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. What do you mean by a great decision? Because you would have been in the way of a family vacation, wouldn't you? It had to be my husband, my son, and myself. Well, with all due respect, if you say that you needed to be together as a family, why didn't you take Karen to Mexico? Karen? There's no way I would have taken her. If Karen were there, it would have ruined our fun trip. She's just as much a stranger to me as you are. You talk about your own daughter like that? Isn't she the one you went through the pain of giving birth to? Yes, but it's her fault. Unlike Sebastian, she can't even study and she's a failure. I get irritated when she's around. Oh God, I was enjoying myself so much, and then you go and mention her name? Why did you call me? If talking to me irritates you, then just don't contact me. Huh? I thought you were lonely and sad. I contacted you, but what? That attitude. I didn't ask you to do that. I'm busy, so if there isn't anything else... Huh? You really are a cocky woman. I'm going to enjoy my trip without thinking about you. Clara, sorry about Mom's nasty text messages again. Sebastian, did you see that? Yes. She thinks being her son that I'm on her side. She said, Clara is saying this and that. I really can't believe it. And then she shows me the text. That's right. I always knew she hated me, but I never thought she'd call Karen a stranger. Yeah, I was surprised too. I guess because I'm the eldest, she's always been protective of me. I can't forgive her for treating Karen like that. I was also surprised she didn't invite her on the trip, but calling her a stranger? Obviously, our plan was the right thing to do. Obviously. How's Karen? She's doing great. She arrived here yesterday and moved into our new house. It's a completely different city from Orange County, and the fancy streets and everything are so new to her. Besides, she didn't have a room at your parents' house, did she? So she's really happy to have her own room. I know. No matter how many times I talked to my mom about it, she said that Karen didn't need her own room. My dad also said that she should have her own room because she's a teenage girl. But my mom would just say that her word was final. And yet Karen worked so hard at her studies. I think she's amazing. I really think so too. Also, after you get here, you're getting Karen a smartphone, right? She's really looking forward to that. She's been saying, I can't wait for my big brother to get here. Oh, really? I guess everyone in her class has a smartphone. I got one when I started high school too. Karen was the only one who didn't get one. I tried to buy her one, but my mom told me not to go behind her back. I want Karen to be able to live her life freely from now on. Oh, I'm sure Karen will be fine. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going to go out with Karen today. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff we need. I think the fastest way for her to get used to how things work around here is to get out and about. That's a good idea. I'll be heading there in 2 days, so take care of Karen until then. Gotcha. Good luck with your plan. Don't worry about it. If I tell Mom it's work, she won't be able to say anything. That's true. I'll pick you up at the airport the day after tomorrow. Thanks. See you the day after tomorrow. Sebastian, you haven't finished work yet. You said you had some sudden work to do and asked us to go to the airport first. Your father and I already went through the boarding gate. We had such a great time on our trip. I want to go home together with you. If you come to the airport now, you can still make it. Sorry, Mom. Apparently, I have to submit some documents in 3 hours. I checked with some colleagues at the office back home, but they said they can't work it out without me. If I get on the plane, I won't make it in time. I'll catch a later flight. Oh, is it really so urgent? Are we done? If I don't get to work right now, I'm not gonna make it. Okay, good luck. I'll be waiting for you back home. Clara, it went well. I just got a call from my dad. He said he's getting on a plane with my mom. I think they should have taken off by now. That's good. I'm getting on a plane to LA in a few hours. It's about 4 hours from Mexico. Yeah, it's tough with all the traveling, but I hope you get some sleep on the plane. Thank you. To be honest, I'm tired of being pushed around by my mom's selfishness. I'll be happy to be alone in a small economy seat. Yeah, I bet. I'm going to send her a text now. She's going to be so surprised she's going to have a heart attack. Yeah, I can't get a signal, so I can't reach her. She'll probably contact you, so I'll need you to take care of it. Yeah, leave it to me. You and I have already talked all of this out, so all that is left is to just do it. I'll let you know how she reacted when you get here. Oh, okay. I'm glad to be rid of my mother now. I'll see you later. Clara, I just got home and looked at my cell phone. I got a message from Sebastian thanking me for everything. He said he's cutting me out of his life. I tried to call him right away, but I couldn't get through. I tried to send a text, but he didn't even read my message. What does he mean he's cutting me out of his life? You said something to my son, didn't you? He told me he had to work suddenly and that he couldn't fly with me. I never thought this would happen. Where is Sebastian now? Why can't I get in touch with him? The reason you can't get in touch with him is because he's on a plane. Well, when he turns the phone back on, you will probably be blocked anyway. What time is the flight arriving? I'll go pick up Sebastian and talk to him. There's no way he really means to insulate himself from me, so I'm sure he'll be fine after we talk. Going to the airport is a waste of time. Huh? Why? Because Sebastian is on his way to LA, where we are. I think he will arrive soon, so I'm waiting for him at the airport right now. Huh? Los Angeles? No way. And you were supposed to be back home alone, all lonely, weren't you? You tricked me. I didn't trick you. If you hadn't told me that you threw my passport away that day, I was planning to go to Mexico with you. And you and Sebastian would have been okay. I was on my way to the airport with every intention to go to Mexico. When you told me you were planning to take care of my passport, I knew you might be up to something, and I discussed it with Sebastian. I gave you an expired passport. No way, you're lying. I'm not lying. Your constant harassment of me was not only bothering me, it was really troubling for Sebastian too. So we decided this time, if you didn't take me to Mexico with you, then we would cut off all ties with you. Oh no, why are you in LA? And even Sebastian. What the hell is going on? Sebastian and I have been transferred to Los Angeles. What? We knew that our company was going to focus on the branch office in the future, and we knew that we would be living somewhere else someday. We didn't expect it to be so soon, though. Of course, we would have liked to have you visit us if it hadn't happened this time. It was just the right opportunity, so we decided to cut ties with you. Huh. I don't understand why you suddenly say that. I won't allow you to live in LA. You should come home now. I don't want to. From the looks of it, you haven't even noticed yet. It's not just me and your son who are cutting ties with you. Huh? Who else would it be? I said earlier that we are in Los Angeles, but you still haven't noticed. Huh? Sebastian is not your only child, is he? Huh? Karen? Well, I haven't seen her once since we came back. Don't tell me she's in LA. No, what could a brainless girl like her do in LA? She just went out with her friends and hasn't come back yet. Damn it, I'm her mother and I'm back. She's not even here to welcome me home. I'm not going to let her get away with this. Clara, did you really take Karen to LA? Why isn't any of her stuff here? Karen's in LA with me with all her stuff. Huh. Poor Karen. She must have been living at home for 18 years, and she has only this much stuff. She's at an age where she likes to dress up, and you didn't think anything of it. It's none of your business. Besides, she doesn't need cute clothes for such a poor girl. You really don't know anything about her, do you? She's not the failure you think she is. She's excellent at what she does. Karen's excellent? Don't make me laugh. That can't be true. Karen wanted to go to college too, but you said that there was no way she'd pass the entrance exam. You wouldn't even let her take it. I mean, it's a waste of money for a girl like her to take a college entrance exam. I'll tell you something. Karen's SAT scores are higher than your beloved Sebastian's. Hers are higher. She's also especially very good at Spanish. She can even talk with native Spanish speakers from Central and South America that are here in LA. Karen is good at Spanish? I had no idea. Karen has always dreamed of using her language skills to work in the global world. When we told her that we were going to LA for a new job, she was very jealous. So we thought about having her go to a university in LA. We told her that if she lived with us, she wouldn't have to worry about housing either. She was so happy and studied hard every day. Her Spanish aptitude test score was good enough to get a scholarship at UCLA's Spanish department. She will be attending university in Los Angeles starting in September. That girl? That's ridiculous. From the looks of it, you don't even realize it. Your husband wants to get rid of you too. Huh? My husband? That can't be true. Did you two come home from the airport together? Well, that's, he said he had to stop by somewhere for a while. That's your answer? What the hell does that mean? Where did my husband say he was going? We didn't know where he was going either. He just said he wanted to start his life over, alone. Alone? What about me? He said that he was always disgusted by your unmanageable behavior toward Karen and me. In fact, even though he repeatedly warned you, instead of listening to him, you would just say that what you say is final. I think it's only natural that he'd be fed up with it, don't you? I just tried to contact my husband, but I can't reach him. I think he probably blocked you, didn't he? He said he wanted a lawyer to handle things between you for the divorce. That's what he said. What? Divorce and a lawyer? Isn't that what someone says when they want to cut all ties with their wife? I don't think you'll be hearing from Sebastian or I ever again. Please take care and goodbye. Oh no, wait a minute! My father-in-law contacted us and said he had divorced his wife. He moved out to the countryside. He now enjoys fishing and gardening. I was relieved to hear that he is finally enjoying his life in the countryside after all this time. We are planning to have him visit our house in Los Angeles in the near future. According to a story I heard from a relative who lives nearby, my mother-in-law, who had been a full-time housewife and had been living without any problems, was living off her savings. But she was about to run out of money, so she tried to ask some relatives for help. They knew how badly she had treated Karen and me. No one wanted to help her. She reluctantly started working at the local supermarket. She is hated by the neighbors. She is so inept at her work that everyone laughs at her and is sarcastic about it. Yet she can't afford to quit her job and is desperately working to make ends meet.
Hey, Fawn, how did the test results go the other day? You were feeling under the weather and went to see a doctor, right? Did they find anything serious or what?
Oh, thankfully, everything turned out fine. I was just a bit tired. I'm back to normal now.
Wow, even at your age, they didn't find anything?
Both Rick and I haven't had any serious health issues so far, but you almost sound like you want me to be sick or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. I've changed my mind about moving in together.
What are you saying now? You were the one who wanted to live with us, so we're about to start building a big house where 2 generations could stay together.
Well, it sounds like you guys might live longer.
Geez, what do you mean by that?
I thought your time would come soon, but it might be a while before that happens. I was kind of looking forward to it when I heard you were going to get some tests done. It's a bummer that nothing's wrong.
You're terrible.
Both you and Rick have already lived quite a long life. How about considering moving to heaven soon? Do you still want to cling to this world?
We're just in our 60s, you know. It's okay to live longer, right?
Having elderly people live longer can be a nuisance to those around them, you know. Even if you say you'll have a new house built, it'll probably be an old-fashioned design. I was actually thinking of selling off that tacky house quickly and buying a stylish modern apartment. My plan's ruined now.
Oh my, were you really thinking that?
Ugh, what's with this aging society? It's a nuisance for the younger generation. Elderly folks only cause trouble. Let me ask you, Fawn, do you even realize that you're a burden to society?
We elderly folks worked hard in our younger days, supporting the economy. Please stop saying hurtful things like being a nuisance or a burden.
Here comes the usual lecture. What happened in the past has nothing to do with us living in the present, you know. I mean, your usual attitude is annoying.
How's it annoying? Have I done something to make you upset?
You left some wine on our porch the other day.
Oh, I got some nice ones from a friend, so I wanted to share them with you. I rang the bell, but it seemed like no one was home, so I just left them there.
How many times do I need to tell you not to come to the house?
I wasn't going to come inside, but just give them to you at the door, you know.
Even so, it's a no. I've told you like 10 times already. How many years have you been living? Even a 3-year-old can understand after being told 10 times.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was such a bother.
I've got my own stuff going on, you know. It's a hassle when you come by unannounced. Please, don't ever show up again.
Right. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. I'd better go now.
Oh, feeling unwell? Keep going. No need for unnecessary treatment. Just depart gracefully, okay?
Hi, Sarah. You said some nonsense to Oliver, didn't you? He scolded me for bullying you.
But that's the truth, isn't it? I'm suffering so much.
You're such a...
He believed me and is considering not moving in with you guys. You can't blame him, can you? He can't have his wife live with a monstrous mother-in-law like you, right?
He's usually gentle and never raises his voice at anyone. He was so furious when he yelled at me. I was so down after that.
Oh, really? Then why didn't you just tell him the truth?
How could I? If you guys end up divorcing, won't it be sad for Aiden?
That's what I'd expect from someone with parenting experience. You're getting older for nothing, huh?
I'm a mother too, you know. I can't take away his mother from my precious grandchild.
Exactly.
Are you going to continue living in your current house then?
Yes, for now. It's convenient here, so no plans to move. Oh, But don't think just because it's closer to your new home, you can come over to see Aiden.
Why not? I won't get to see him?
Sometimes I go out with friends, so I might let you babysit him then.
You'll let me? You're being quite arrogant.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. You should be thankful. I'm giving a role to someone who's usually useless.
You don't have to put it that way. Of course, I don't mind looking after him, but I wish you show a bit more respect for your elders. I've been patient enough.
Please continue as is. Old people are good at being patient, right?
I'm not that old, though.
It doesn't matter. It's just that people over a certain age tend to be like that.
Yeah, I got it.
By the way, even when your new home is ready, please don't bother inviting me over. I'm not planning on giving any housewarming gifts.
Sure, got it.
What the heck is that? Explain.
Oh, it's been a while. What's with the sudden burst?
What's up with that house? The biggest mansion around here. Since we're not moving in, and it's just you old couple living there, you don't need such a massive space, do you?
Well, actually, it turns out it'll be 4 of us living there.
4?
Yep, Steven and his wife are coming back from Canada. So, Rick got all excited about it.
Steven? You mean the second son? He's been away for so long. I thought there weren't any plans for him to come back in the near future.
Right, but there was a sudden call from the headquarters here. He's coming back with his wife, Mary. I've only spoken to her via video calls, but she's really lovely.
I see. So you're going to live with them. But initially, the plan was for just a usual boring house, yet there's this chic modern mansion there now. It must be a jab at me, huh? You're a nasty old lady.
I didn't decide on the design. Rick got all excited on his own. He thought they lived in a big property in Canada, so he wanted to give them spacious rooms here too. He thought we might as well go all in taking the occasion. We had to redo the whole design, so it cost us a lot.
Quite a difference in treatment between the eldest and the second son. If there was that much money to spare, why didn't you plan for a luxurious mansion from the start? You never mentioned anything like that to us.
Oh, don't take it wrong. Steven's contributing more than half of the funds. That's why we could build such a grand house.
He must be earning a lot, huh?
Well, he works for a large international corporation, you know. Living in such a splendid house feels like a dream. What's more, with a lovely daughter-in-law.
She's only nice for now. I'm sure her true color will show up soon.
Even so, she might not even be a fraction as bad as you.
What the heck does that mean?
You thought I wasn't upset just because I didn't retort, didn't you?
Huh?
You disrespected me just because I'm old, but I won't stay quiet after being belittled that much.
What can a mere old lady like you do, huh?
Don't underestimate the information network and the ample free time of an old lady.
Excuse me?
There was something you didn't want people to know, so you didn't want me to come near the house, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who would have thought that so many men were coming and going from your place?
Have you started hallucinating from dementia or something?
It wasn't me who witnessed it. You know Karen, who lives across from your house, right?
Karen? Your friend who talks to everyone, that old lady? I know her. I see her often gossiping with the neighbors.
Well, she claims to have seen men coming and going.
Whatever she says. Do you seriously believe that? Sounds like symptoms of dementia are starting. How about taking her to the hospital first?
No way. She always has the latest iPhone and handles it easily. No need for a hospital.
What does having the latest iPhone have to do with it? It has nothing to do with her claiming men are coming and going from my house.
It's quite relevant, actually. Apparently, she has a very clear view of your driveway from her living room. She started taking videos because there were too many incidents. You must think elderly folks can't handle smartphones or cameras, do you?
Videos? Recording my house? That's stalking.
She found it odd because there were too many men coming by, and that's why she resorted to doing so. Bless her, she always had sharp instincts, you know.
There haven't been any men.
The guy from the liquor store?
Huh?
She said he frequents your place often. But he has a wife, right? I thought she was well built and loud. A bold move to mess around with someone like her husband.
Mess around? I just got deliveries.
Oh, I had no idea they had that kind of service. Things have gotten convenient nowadays. I've been a customer for so long and didn't even know about that.
There is.
That's why you got upset when I dropped off the wine.
Exactly. I got enough wine.
So the grocer is for delivery too, right?
Who?
The hardware store and the electrician too?
Wait a sec. You mean all of them are?
Yes. Filmed by Karen. Right after she spotted the guy from the liquor shop, she went straight to Target and bought the latest camera. She's got some high-quality footage.
You're kidding, right?
Hey, is there such a thing as hardware delivery even though you don't buy big and heavy things?
Yeah, there is. These days, you can get anything delivered.
Wow, really? But listen, Karen went around interviewing everyone. She keeps sending me updates on everything via WhatsApp, along with photos and videos.
Seriously, what's wrong with her? She's so annoying.
Maybe all the men are scared of their wives, so they played dumb at first. As soon as they saw the evidence photos, they spilled everything. I can't believe you managed to lure so many guys. What a sly woman. You're married too.
Hold on a sec. That's a big misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, I'm actually really good at giving a shoulder massage. I was just giving treatments.
Shoulder massage? I'm good at it too.
So it's not like I was up to anything suspicious.
You wanted me to babysit Aiden because he was in the way of giving treatments?
Yes and no. You haven't told anyone about this, right?
Of course not. I mean, how could I?
Oh, thank goodness.
Besides family members.
What?
I told Oliver about it. Can't trust my precious son and grandson with such an immoral woman, you know.
You despicable old hag.
Jeez.
I told you it was just a shoulder massage. You're wasting your life away with all this nonsense. Just check out already.
I just showed Oliver this chat and asked, can you believe this is supposedly the bullied daughter-in-law? And he's shaking with anger.
What? He's there?
Yes, he is. He brought a housewarming gift and came to see the new house.
Oliver, honey, this is all a misunderstanding. Fawn provoked me.
Oh, thank goodness. We built a 3-story house. We've made rooms for Oliver and Aiden. Even added a pool in the backyard.
No way.
What were we talking about? Right, I've got a secret list here.
That sounds shady.
Liquor shop, grocery store, hardware store, electrician. Then there's the owner of the bar and the head of the construction company.
Holy cow.
And also the Italian chef and a professor. There must be dozens of them. Do they all have such stiff shoulders?
Wait, is that?
It's a list that Karen made for me. Apparently, she spent the past 2 years on this.
God darn her. How much free time does she have?
Well, old folks have plenty of time on their hands. So they're all married and all repeaters, huh? Is your shoulder massage really that amazing?
Well, what can I say?
According to Karen, the wives could report you to the police.
Why? Just for a massage? Plus, these men are all old folks. Their likewise old wives wouldn't go that far, would they?
Even old folks get angry if their husbands fool around. Don't underestimate us. Besides, who's going to believe you? You're just giving shoulder massages.
No way.
Now I understand why you refused to live together. If we did, there'd be no chance for massages. You're making money, right?
Well...
God, I can't believe it. Such a low woman is the wife of Oliver.
I couldn't help it. His salary is so low. I have to earn my own money. His salary doesn't cover the clothes and bags I want.
Wow, you're brazen.
It's his fault. I had to do this.
Once you're married, you're supposed to support each other. Just because you're broke doesn't justify doing whatever you want.
I blame it on the fact that he's incompetent. And it's also your fault for raising an incompetent son.
Maybe you should have waited to come to that conclusion a bit longer.
What do you mean?
I heard some good news earlier. He got promoted. He became the youngest department manager in the company.
Are you kidding me? He's diligent but clumsy. I always thought he'd be a lifelong regular employee.
I guess there was someone properly evaluating him. He's astounded that he made it in his early 30s. Companies nowadays aren't based on seniority, are they? It's great that hard work gets recognized, isn't it?
So that means a raise in salary, right?
Of course. Seems like he'll get a pretty good increase. That's my son, you know.
Why didn't you tell me such an important thing earlier?
But the news just came out. He was going to tell you first when he got home. But what's this? You went behind his back, cheating shamelessly with various men. I pity him for working hard for the family.
Oh God, if I'd known he was climbing the ladder for sure, I wouldn't have done what I did.
It's too late now. He's in shock, but Karen's urging him to claim alimony.
She's there too?
Yeah, she came to the housewarming. We're all here looking at the evidence photos of your affairs. Rick's totally speechless.
It's over for me.
Indeed.
How could you do this? It's all Karen's fault. Unnecessarily motivated for an old lady.
You can mock us for being old, but in the end, you're the one who's been undermined like this. It's been a good lesson for you.
But I'll never give up Aiden. I'll get custody for sure.
I'm sorry, but I doubt that's possible. Considering the divorce is caused by your affairs, Oliver's adamant about fighting for it. You'll lose both family and money. Raising a child alone is going to be too difficult then, isn't it? According to Karen, be prepared to pay between $50,000 to $80,000 in alimony.
$50,000? I can't afford that kind of money.
Oh, if you can't pay, shall I lend you the money? In exchange for a hefty interest, of course.
Stop messing around.
But Steven and his wife are coming back, and the despicable daughter-in-law will burn in hell, so I'm feeling fantastic.
You old hag.
You lowlife.
Oh, I'm so angry. Please, Fawn, I beg you, help me. I'll apologize for everything in the past, so please, let me talk to Oliver.
What do you want to talk to him about? He doesn't want that, let alone see your face. He says he's grossed out. Pack your stuff and get out of the house already.
I can't pay alimony. I want to start over with him.
Not happening. He says he won't forgive you, and trying to dodge payments is pointless, you know. If you try to escape, Karen will spread those pictures on social media. Instant fame.
She's a pain in the neck for sure.
Well, the social media thing is a joke. But seriously, reflect on what you've done. Get to a point where you can visit Aiden.
Please, I'll never do anything like this ever again. Please, spare me the alimony.
Aren't you loaded? You've had so many guys paying you.
I actually don't have any.
What, why?
It all went into repaying debts.
Debts?
That's why I had to resort to this.
How did you accumulate debts?
I like fancy brands and bought a lot on installment plans. Before I knew it, the debts piled up.
Disappointing, really. You're so irresponsible. Oh, by the way, the whole thing's been reported to your parents. Your father sounded pretty angry.
You told them?
Karen suggested informing them too.
Her again? Does she have some grudge against me?
I don't think she holds any grudges, really. She just hates deceitful behavior. Seeing her friend's son being betrayed by his wife, she couldn't just sit back and do nothing.
Hey, Fawn, I'm coming over now. Apologize to everyone and beg for forgiveness. So please, let this slide somehow.
No, please don't come. I'm going to toast our victory with Karen now.
Toast your victory?
Well, from now on, work hard and repay your debts properly.
Wait, Fawn, I'll treasure you more. From now on.
Huh? I don't know you. You're not family anymore. Goodbye. Sarah and Oliver got divorced. He gained custody of Aiden and demanded alimony and child support. Being broke, Sarah had no choice but to accumulate debts. Currently, she's juggling tirelessly at multiple part-time jobs from morning till night just to pay off. All the men she lured were married, which has led her to be harassed by some of their wives as well. She's lamenting that she can't go anywhere without being finger-pointed. Considering how she shattered numerous families for her own desires, she has no choice but to spend her entire life making amends. In my home, Oliver, Aiden, Stephen, and his wife are all together now. Karen drops by occasionally, making our life lively and cheerful. We hope to live happily together as a wonderful family in this lovely home.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.